Hello and welcome to the Mal&Johnny Show, and apologies for not being around for the last couple of weeks. But Johnny, we've got plenty of excuses because we've been busy. We've been still rocking.
Still rocking and rolling. I came down to see your show, which I thoroughly enjoyed.
And you brought Olwyn, which is lovely to see.
You had a great band with you, and you had Mr. Balsimo with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And some kids that used to be in your school.
Yeah. But you, I mean, thanks for fitting it in, because I know that you've been getting ready for your big show as well. So how many years for you?
Well, how many years? Well, it's 60 years in show business, exactly. I was first summer season 1963.
Wow. Isn't that amazing?
I mean, I was doing bits and pieces before that in clubs, but that was my first professional job, if you like. Well, not the first. The first was a week in Manchester. I may have told you about that story when I went to a club in Manchester with my father and this other guy called Ron. We did a show. We called ourselves Lock, Stock and Barrel.
I didn't know. I don't think I've heard that one. Lock, Stock.
Oh, no.
What was
anyway,
What was the show?
Club.
Yeah, what was it like?
Well, it was a nightclub in Manchester. It was a huge place, and they used to have wrestling in the intervals. There was a big boxing ring in front of the stage, so I had to dance in the blinking boxing ring.
Which isn't easy, is it? Because it's padded. It's like a padded.
Well, it's padded, so it was a waste of time. Anyway, in the end, I went back and danced on the stage. So if they could see me, they could. If they couldn't, they couldn't. Yeah. And there was a stripper on the bill, and she came off stage with all plasters on her feet. I said, "You didn't go on the stage like that, did you?" She said, "They weren't looking at my feet, were they?" No, that's right. So what it was, I was so busy because I was Radio Wales, or Radio Cymru turned up first.
Great.
And they interviewed me at the house.
Nice.
A lovely girl I spoke to, and I was trying to keep my Welsh as good as I could, because you know what it's like, second language.
Yeah.
So, but it turned out okay. That was for the Ffion Davies show. And then I went and did Heno, the Welsh magazine programme from Llanelli. Again, it was live, and I was bricking it, thinking I hope it don't go wrong, but I was okay, and I danced it, did a bit of a tap dance. And then on Sunday, then I did the Roy Noble show. I was all over the airways. And then I did the show, and it was great. It was full, and the audience were fabulous, and it was a great atmosphere. It was like very warm feeling, you know?
Yeah.
Like a lot of your mates in there, but a lot of people I didn't know as well.
And it's a big question and answer as well, isn't it? Bit of question and answer.
Yeah, we didn't do that in the end.
No.
What happened was I had Ian Rees and Phil Harris on stage with me, and they interviewed me about my career.
Right.
So I started at the beginning, and I was going and thinking of funny anecdotes on the way. And then when something would present itself to do a song, I'd sing a song. For instance, when he did Sammy Davis, I did a tap dance. And then when I got to the part where I'd done Opportunity Knocks, I sang Sweet Georgia Brown, because that's what I did for the audition. You know, things like that.
Yeah.
So that was the first half, which was just funny anecdotes. And I did about 10 songs, I suppose. And then we had a break. And then I came on and did another 45 minutes, but that was just me doing my bit.
Wow. So preparation for that, because people turn up on the night, but you don't. You've already been working hard, getting the show together. What sort of preparation?
Well, more or less getting the voice back up to speed, because you know when you don't work and you don't work all the time, the voice goes. So I had to keep doing my practice, of course. And then, as you know, the worst part or the hardest part is the setting up, taking the gear in, putting it all up, and getting the sound right.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, they were very helpful in the Norwegian church. It's a little, what is it? What they call it now? It's not a church anymore. It's a centre for the arts, really. Yeah, a little art centre. Yeah. And the guy there was fantastic, and he helped me to get it all together. And no, it was just a fantastic evening. I even got a standing ovation.
Oh, fantastic! No, well, do you know what? It does make you feel $1 million, doesn't it? I mean, I know we didn't. Neither of us made $1 million, but
it also makes you think. I can still do this, and and you can sing as well as you ever did, which is great. Because some people lose their voices, but I was lucky. When I was a kid, the old man sent me to some opera singer to teach me to present my voice in the proper way, my breathing, and so that's helped me all these years to keep going. And Louise, she's fantastic music voice teacher. She taught what's her name? The little girl. She was big star for 5 minutes.
Charlotte Church?
Charlotte Church. And I had a bit of a problem about 10 years ago, and I thought, my voice is gone on me. And I went to see her, and she said, "No, you've forgotten some of your old tricks." And she put me through it again, showed me some more accent, and it brought it all back to me. It was fantastic.
because you got to be careful because it's in a similar way, really. I suppose I was we were rehearsing with the band, and it'd be we don't often get together, so I got a bit excited, playing and singing, and they were all going, "Stop singing." Stop.
Yeah, you'll have no voice by tonight.
No, by the time you come to the gig, you'll have, your fingers will be hurting from playing guitar too much, and then you won't have a voice left. So they kept on saying, but the preparation, it's all in the preparation, Johnny. You have to make sure, and particularly because I had so many different elements on my. I tell you what, though, the people don't realise that the more technology you use, the more things can go wrong, isn't there? I mean,
that's right.
What did you take? A mini disc and a PA? What did you take?
I did it all on mini disc. Yeah. I didn't do any videos like you. I mean, I just talked and sang and danced. But what I did, because there were a lot of people there that knew me, apart from the people who didn't know me. Mm-hmm. I don't know about you. It was been the same. I was more nervous about doing that than doing the Palladium because there were people who knew me. I thought, I don't want to let them down now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, we did this thing where. So I put a lot of video together, because
that's right. I thought it was great.
But then, so when the band was playing, the idea was then we'd use some of the stuff like the strings, like from the orchestra from Prague. Well, obviously we couldn't bring them all over; that would have been a bit expensive.
That's right. Yeah.
So I used them on the track, right? So, but obviously the track is in time. But how do you play in time with the track? Well, so you, as well as having the track in stereo, you have a click track. Which lines up.
That's right, yeah.
So that goes to the drummer, and then the drummer
keeps the tempo.
It keeps everybody in time. So we practiced that, and it all worked. And it's really nice. You got the strings, you got extra brass, and maybe some backing vocals. But the boys are all playing live at the same time. But then you've actually got to put it all together. So we got there in the afternoon, set everything up, sent the click to the drummer, and it was out of time. It was in the wrong place.
Oh, no.
It was like so.
There was a lag on the track.
Yeah. Well, and so we trying to work out what it was, Johnny, and it took us a little while to work out, is that computers have different outputs, and they don't all output at exactly the same time because it's a computer and it's got things going on. So
a bit like when something gets out of sync on the television.
Absolutely.
Is that the kind of thing?
Yeah, and it's like it's out of sync all the way through.
Oh my God!
So and it was like, and then we had ITV down, which was lovely, doing a live broadcast into the news about 50 years, which is great. But I'm saying, just tell me when you need to do it, and then, but we'll work up until that moment. So so I sent the boys off. I spent £100 on pizza. £100. I did £100 because I thought we can't let them out of the building. Because they'll never come back, will they? The band.
They go to the pub.
Rounding them up will be a nightmare. So anyway, I sent them out to have pizza, and then we thought we knew what it was. So the technicians carried on working, did the ITV thing. It was 20 to 7. We're opening the doors at 7. Get the boys back from the pizza. The boys all come back in. Press the button, it worked. Press the button and it worked.
See, people don't realise what click track is. The drummer's got a little earpiece, isn't he?
Yeah.
And he hears that click, 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 which is just the tempo.
Yeah.
And then he keeps in time with that.
Yeah, and thank goodness for that. And it all worked. So, but didn't have a lot of time to, to get into the zone.
Yeah.
Didn't have a lot of time for that, Johnny.
Don't talk to me, I'm going on.
Yes, that's right. And you know what? At the end of the day, right? A lovely show and all that. Went back to get some pizza. All gone. All £100 worth of pizza gone. Have you got any plans? Are you going to do more now next year, do you think?
Well, I might do, because Yayan said to me, Yayan who put it on, he said, we went so well, we should do it somewhere else. I said, well, okay, if you can sell the tickets, I'll do it for you, because I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And I had a lovely message from Chris Ride. He used to be the head of equity.
Right.
And he was there to see the show.
Brilliant.
And he sent me a message afterwards. He said, I don't know what Johnny Tudor's taking, but I want some of it.
Me too.
And then he said, hope to see you. And then I had another message from the people at that. You went and did a thing up there in Monmouth.
Oh, yes, the Savoy Theatre.
Yeah, I had a message from the Savoy Theatre. I hope to see you doing it over here one day.
Oh, that'd be nice. That'd be nice.
It'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So we'll keep the options open, and I'm not retired, but you know what it's like. You don't retire till the phone stops ringing. And I was surprised how many people wanted to see it. It was great.
Fantastic. So I must admit, there's a reason for this, Johnny.
What are you going to do? You're going to play
Christmas. So I've got this Christmas.
You're going to be Father Christmas.
I got this Christmas record, right? And I've got to do the.
Oh, here we go, another freaking record. Insatiable, you are.
No, well, I can't. It's like it's for everyone deserves a Christmas. It's the Christmas hamper charity.
Oh,
thing,
yeah, you did it before.
So
right.
So we're trying to work out on the cover. So I've actually got Mr. and Mrs. Christmas coming for the cover photo shoot next week.
Yeah.
But I wasn't sure whether how close I could get by then to look.
Well, leave it grow. See what happens.
See how far it'll go. The other thing is, I'm not sure if like Captain Birdseye rather than Father Christmas. So yeah,
I've never grown a beard. I could. Just like
of course you could. Of course you could. That testosterone. All that testosterone. Of course you could.
I know. But the trouble is, when people have a lot of testosterone, they lose their hair on their heads. There's this comedian. He said, "You don't lose. What happens when you get older?" He says, "You don't lose your hair. It goes back inside and comes out other places like your ears." Your nose.
I know. Black hair. I have to shave my ears now. Shave my nose. Oh, Johnny, my eyebrows. Oh.
Eyebrows are up.
Be the devil.
But we're still here, mate.
We're still rocking.
We're still rocking. And not only doing it, we're doing a good job, which is more important.
Exactly. And we're having fun. We're having fun as well. All right.
Because I've always said to all, when anybody, I said, if you were to hear me singing and I got a wobble in my voice, you tell me, because I'm not doing it. I'm going to be like Frank Sinatra and sing until I can't do it properly. Oh, yeah.
And we're enjoying it. Well, that's the main thing. All right, look, we're lovely to speak to you. Love to Alwyn and all of that. And and I'll speak to you. Well, we'll be back next week. So it's goodbye from him.
And it's goodbye from me. See you next week.
Cheerio.